Hi all. Today we are going to see how can we use Locust for load testing. These are the various topics that we will discuss. What is Locust? Why we should use Locust for load testing? Key features and benefits. Its installation. A sample Locust file and its demonstration of how it can be used. So let's understand what is Locust. Locust is an open source load testing tool that allows us to define user behavior with Python code and simulate millions of users to test the performance of web applications and APIs. It's designed to be easy to use and highly scalable, making it an excellent choice for developers and QA teams who need to test the robustness and scalability of their application under load. Now let's see why use Locust for load testing. Firstly, Locust tests are written in Python, which makes it easy to create and maintain test scripts. Also, it is scalable. Locust can simulate millions of users by distributing the load across multiple machines. Also, it can simulate realistic user simulation. It allows you to define complex user behavior and scenarios. Also, Locust provides a web-based user interface to monitor and control the tests in real time. Let's see what are the key features and benefits of Locust. It is flexible and scalable. It easily scales tests by distributing across multiple machines. It uses Python scripts, which offers flexibility and simplicity. It uses real-time insights into the performance with web-based UI. And it is easily integrated with other tools and extends its functionality. It also is capable of handling simulate thousands of users with minimal resource consumption. Now let's see how to install it and demonstration. So these are the three steps which we need to follow. First of all, we need to have a Python installed on our machine. Here we can see that in my machine, I have Python version 3.11.9. Also, I have done this step pip install locust, and locust is already installed on my machine, and therefore I'm able to get its version as well. So the locust version as per the recording of this video is locust 2.24.1. Now let's see a sample file and how we use to find what are the various loads on a particular file. So this is the main page of Locust. Here we can see that these are the various features and these are the various use cases which Locust provides to us. I have opened the documentation like this and we'll be following this kind of documentation. I have created a simple test which is like this. So this basically consists of two parts. First, we need to import Locust libraries, which we have done here. So we have imported HTTP user and task. Second step is define user behavior, which we can done by task set and HTTP user. So this is our HTTP user. So HTTP user basically represents a simulated user that performs the defined tasks. And which are those tasks? These are the tasks which has to be performed. Now it can also be called a task set, which represents a collection of tasks that a user performs. So we can say this is the minimal or simplest locust file created. Now let's see how to run it. Now we have to go to the Anaconda prompt like this. We need to go to this file and we need to type locust. So once this is done, our locust will start. Now, as per the documentation, we can see that the locust will start on port number 8089. When we open it, we are going to get this kind of screen. This basically represents the number of users. By default, it is 1. And the difference between the first and the next request that we are going to fire. So, if we want to test any endpoint, for example, if you want to test this endpoint, what we need to do is we can have 10 users. The difference between each request is 1 second. And in the advanced options, we can mention 20 seconds. As you can see, there are various options available for time as well. Now, once we start this, we'll be able to get this kind of screen, and we'll be able to see in the logs that our locust is starting and ramping to 10 users at the rate of 1 per second. And at the same time, we'll be able to see this kind of graph. This means that requests are being hit at the interval of 1 second, and all the requests are successful. This green line or green dots represent when the request was made and it is successful. If there is a failure, it will be represented as red. Apart from this, the basic screen provides various statics. For example, these are the requests, these are the fails, and various 95%, 99 percentile, average, min, max, etc. details. Apart from that, in logs, we can observe whatever the status of our requests was. If you want to download some data in CSV format, we can do the same as well. These are the current ratio per class, which can be used for task and behavior, as we discussed about tasks and behaviors in our sample Python file. These are the exceptions. Since our requests were successful, there are no exceptions here. And also, if there is any failure, it will be demonstrated here. So these are the basic things which we can use to test, or we can load test our application. So this video basically gives us understanding of how to use Locust for load testing, from installation to running your first test. By following these steps, we will be able to effectively simulate user behavior and analyze the performance of our web applications and API. That's all for this video. Thank you.